The best month of the year is here, which is why you need to know that we are now partnered with BetMGM. We'll be using BetMGM lines to make all of our picks, and we'll have special offers for the listeners and the viewers of the Field of 68 throughout the conference and NCAA tournament. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, you can use the bonus code FIELD150, and you'll get $150 in free bets on your first wager with BetMGM, regardless of whether or not that bet hits. Here's how you make it work. Download the BetMGM app and sign up using the bonus code FIELD150. Deposit at least $5 and place your first wager on any game, and you get $150 in free bets regardless of the outcome. Just make sure you use that bonus code FIELD150 when you sign up. And most importantly, we have some fun stuff coming up for the conference tournaments and for the NCAA tournament. Bet insurance tokens, college hoops odds boosts, and what I love the most, a nice little parlay boost, as well as a ridiculous array of prop bets for anything that you could possibly imagine betting on in March and in early April. BetMGM is the king of the prop bet. So go download the BetMGM app, use Field150 as the code, and sign up today. And while I've got you here, a quick request. The best way to support the Field of 68 content that you get here for absolutely free is to engage with it. Rate and review the podcast. Like and share YouTube videos. Tell your friends about us. It all helps in a world where the algorithm is king. And now, back to our show.
Hey, how overrated is so right now? Purdue, UConn, Houston are the three number ones. We'll talk about the fourth number one in a second, who it could be. How overrated is a number one seed, do you think, these days? Do you think it's overrated or no? Or no. Do you think it means a ton compared to a two?
I still think it means a ton. We've seen way more twos. We've seen way more twos lose than ones. We've seen 2 ones lose, I know. But there's been I don't know. I feel like for the 1 seed, and I also think, and this is more so for the other side this year, but I think that if you can avoid being an 8 or a 9, that's huge, because the ones are way better than the twos. Yes. Like the gap is very big. I don't know. I just think the mentality of you being the 1 seed, and only 2 teams have lost. It used to be like an invincibility thing where, well, no one's ever lost. Maybe that's gone a little bit, but I still think that being a 1. When I was my 5th year, we were a 10. And I'm telling you, if we had been an 8 or a 9, looking at a 1 seed would have been way more daunting than looking at a 2. And that, so we were talking about playing Kansas.
There's an intimidation factor.
I think there is, yes.
I mean, I think you're right with UConn, no doubt, right now. I wonder if Purdue, I wonder if some teams would rather see Purdue right now just because.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. But I would think that when they see what Purdue is bringing, that would be changed very quickly. This is not the same Purdue team. I really firmly believe that.
You're not worried. Do you like how Payne has handled this whole thing? Where, like, I saw it last week in a post game, he wasn't even asked something about it, but he brought it up.
Yeah, they've been very honest about the way they feel, and I think that was probably the way to go. And they've been open about it, and it's been talked about. And I heard Braden Smith say that. He's got like one goal, and that's to really erase what happened from last year and make the Final Four and play in the national title game. I think he's done a great job. He could win Coach of the Year in the Big Ten. I saw that you tweeted something. He's not even mentioned the National Coach of the Year. I know, and that's because they were picked to be, which is crazy because they've had an unbelievable season. But they give it to people that have overachieved. Right. I would think he'd win Big Ten Coach of the Year, but you could also, Chris Collins has just plugged holes. He's done great. Fred Hoiberg certainly has done. All 3 of those guys have been really good.
Yeah, they've been good. No, there's no clear cut winner, but I would give it a Payne.
He's won the league by multiple games in multiple back-to-back years. I think that he didn't win it last year, and they won the league by 3 games, and they were picked 5th. And look, I think Chris Collins deserved a lot of recognition too for what he did last year, but it's hard to argue about with the results.
Hey, are you still all in on the best starting 5 for Purdue involves Mason Gillis? The best 5 out there.
The best 5, yeah. And Fletcher Lawyer has played really well the last 4 games.
He played well today again. Well, they need him peaking at the right time. That's
Yeah.
huge. And I don't know if his confidence ever wavers. I don't know if it's his confidence as much as it's just sometimes like the physicality.
He went through that really. Yeah, but he's been good against physical teams. 27 against Arizona, 27 against Tennessee.
I know.
He kills Illinois. Those are the most physical teams you're going to see.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody knows, but he's been really good the last 4.